Good morning, everybody. Let's get this week off to a great start. Let me assure you that if you are still around, you are still around for a reason. I need you to understand that God is not waking you up, putting you through this thing called life for nothing. I'm telling you, man, if you're watching this video, if you're scrolling on Facebook, whatever it is you're doing, if you're up and alive, you're here for a reason. Now, we all live a different type of lifestyle. And in most cases, it's not the lifestyle we want. To be truthfully honest. And that's why I say all the time, it's very important that you find the gift that God has given you and utilize it, or else you're stuck living a lifestyle that you don't want to live. But I say all that to say this. Wouldn't you hate to die and not do the thing you was born to do? I mean, seriously, man. Let that sink in for a minute. Wouldn't you hate to die and not do the thing you were born to do? It is very important that you find your gift from God, man. How do you find your gift? You go to your creator. You go to him. Ask him for it. Ask him to reveal it. I stress this a lot, man. You got to find your gift from God so you can be happy in life and live a life more abundantly. You got to. So if you're unhappy in a relationship, or you're unhappy at a job, or you're unhappy with the way things go on in life, it's probably because that's not what's God calling you to do. If you're in a relationship and your husband's just rude to you, always being mean towards you, always disrespecting you, husband or wife, either or, your spouse in general, but they're always disrespecting you, talking down on you, not wanting to help you out, and it's been going on for years and years and years, do you think that's the life that God wants you to live? And then you go back to that old saying, well, everything's meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. I done put so much in this relationship. I've been at this job for 5 years. So what? That's you. That is you. That ain't got nothing to do with God. That's you. You took God out of it. Come on, man. You're sitting here going through this toxic relationship, at this dead-end job for what? That's not your calling. That ain't what God called you to do. I mean, seriously, man, I find it hard to believe that God wants you to live a life. I find it hard to believe that God wants you to live a miserable life. I find that real hard to believe. And that's just my personal opinion. I highly doubt God wants you to live a life full of misery. If you've been with that husband 5+ years and ain't nothing changed, or you've been with that wife for 5+ years and nothing has changed, guess what? It's time to move on. I don't care what you put into that relationship. If you've been at that job and there's no room for growth and they're not trying to move you up, it's time to move on. I don't care how long you've been there. That's not your calling. That ain't where you belong. Don't get stuck in that lifestyle and die and not do the thing you was born to do. That'll be tragic. You stuck doing this in a relationship. You're stuck at this job. You're just stuck because you feel like you invested so much in it. Not realizing when you leave, God got something far more greater for you. But if you don't go get it, you will never receive it. Go get your gift, man. Being in a toxic relationship or the toxic job or living a toxic lifestyle, that ain't it. That's not it. That ain't the life God calling for you. That ain't no work of the Lord. Ain't got nothing to do with God. You see, when you stayed there, when God told you to leave, and you didn't, you end up staying, you took God out of the equation. Nothing to do with God, man. That's all you. That's all you're doing. You strictly eliminated God out of everything you had going on. Because you chose to stay in a situation where you don't belong. Come on, bruh. Are you serious? You can't be for real. Don't stay somewhere or be in a relationship where you're not wanted. That's not what God's calling you to do. Find your gift. Go after your passion. Talk to your creator. For real, bro. You're doing yourself an injustice by staying in these toxic relationships, by staying in these jobs that don't want you there. No room for advancement. You ain't doing yourself no good. So look here, man. Don't die and not do the thing you was born to do. I'm telling you, man, it's important to pursue what it is God has for you. All right? Y'all stay blessed, remain humble, be grateful. Talk to God. He loves to hear from you. Peace.